There is a difference, and such a great difference, in being angry with unresolved issues and protesting against something that was wrong. Much of what we see is unresolved issues, from the pandemic to being closed in, to losing jobs, to being angry at everything that was happening. And then to see an officer with their knee on the back of another man, and it's a man of color. I want you to know it is quite disturbing. But how I rise up to handle this will cause it to either be a life loss that has affected the nation, or another life loss that we will be angry for a couple of months. We need to be effective, not ineffective. We need to stand up and decree. So a lot of the things that we're saying really is not necessary. How do we approach such a thing? Protesting is not wrong. It is part of our nation's culture. We received our rights to vote because we protested. How did we protest? Well, we protested because people would take the cars and pick up as many people as possible. 6, 7, 8 people in a regular car going to register to vote. We protested because originally you had to sign your name. Many people of color could not read nor write. We protested and made it so they could put an X on the paper. And then when the day came to vote, many people sacrificed and began to bring people to the polls, going back and forth. We protested. We protested when we walked across the bridge. We protested when we refused to get on the buses. We effectively changed the economy because you're that powerful. You are so powerful and distinguished. But when I take away my brother's life's earnings, did you see the gentleman that was standing on the news report, and he said, that was my restaurant they're burning. He said that was all me and my wife had. He said everything I've ever had was lost in that fire. How do we protest? Are we not also putting our knee on the back of someone's neck, just in a different way? Oh, I don't normally talk about these things. I don't even talk about it in my home. But when God says speak, I speak. Are we not protesting when we too hurt one another? Are we not? What? You see, right now, anger is speaking. But God will send a clarion voice to stand up and say what is right. Every police officer is not wrong. But like everything else, there's always a weak link in every chain. But you do not destroy the chain. You remove the link. Because the chains have a purpose. I thank God for the police. I thank God for the guards. I thank God for those who protect us. Don't get it mixed up with a bad link. So before you have so much to say, what have you done to stand up for what is right? I believe God, but I also believe our responsibilities. We pray for his family, not only his family, but I went to Ferguson. I went to where they were rioting. I wanted to see for myself what was going on. My husband and I had to see. I had to pray on the ground for so much damage. You see, that's responsibility. Am I my brother's keeper? You certainly are. But let me inform you, we're all one, color and all, nationalities and all. We're still all one. And somehow or another, God's going to help us be together, live together in peace and harmony. And I believe that's the responsibility of the church. We can do this together.